And now, welcome to Michelle's videos. Now we're going to do the cosine rule, okay? So let's get straight into it. Share my screen and Word. Okay. The cosine rule. So when do we use the cosine? So if we know two lengths and an angle in between these, so for example, if we knew, let's say and we had 12 and 18, and we knew the angle in between them two sides, so we knew that that was 40, I don't know, 140, I don't know, whatever, right? Whatever. Then we would use the cosine rule. So for example, if we knew that one, okay, then we'd have to know this one, yeah, in between the sides, okay. Or we could use it if we were looking for an angle and we knew all three sides, yeah. So that is when we would use the cosine rule. So that's really important to know, because you've got to recognize when you're going to use the sine rule, which is the previous video, and when you're going to use the cosine rule. And you can do lots of practice on that. So it's not a problem that I think you will not have. Okay, so let's first of all look at the formula for the cosine rule. Quite a lot to remember. So it's a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos big A. That's a lot to remember. So just practice it, okay? Right. We are going to look for a length. Sorry, I should have put that first. A length. Let's get my triangle. Right. So let's say we knew this 92, and we know this, and we're going to know this. Let's put this as A, B, and C. It doesn't matter. Just, yeah. Right. And we've got to find AC. Right. So first of all, I'm looking at that, and I do know an angle in between the two sides that I know. Okay. So the angle in between 15 and 16 is 92. So I've got everything I need. I still need to label. So what I'm finding is little a. So that's going to be big A. And these two can be C or B. It doesn't matter. I'm going to put B and C. But it could be C and B. It doesn't matter at all. Okay. Then quite simply, we put it into our formula. So little a is x, little b is 15, little c is 16, 2, just 2, and b is 15 times, oh, that's times as well. C is 16, and big A is 92. So I'm going to bring all this down now and see what I get. Now there's a little bit of a, I'm going to bring it all down. Right. So I've got, let me change colour. I've got x squared equals 15 squared plus 16 squared minus 2 times 15 times 16 cos 92, gone off the page. Cos 92. Okay, right. I've got a squared here and I need to get that on its own. So the opposite of a square is square root. So now I can put that all in my calculator. 15 squared plus 16 squared minus 2 times 15 times 16 cos 92. And I end up with x equals, let me get my calculator because I can't do that without it. So I do my hood first. So 15 squared plus 16 squared minus 2 times 15 times 16. Hit the cos button. 92, and then just press equals. And that didn't work. Right, I did something wrong there. Okay, right. Let's do that again. Right, hood 15 squared plus 16 squared. Minus 2 times 15 times cos 92. That's not working. Right, I'll just try it one more time. My hood. 15 squared. Plus 16 squared. That's squared. Can't see that. Minus 2 times 15 times 6 cos 92. That's better. 22. Sorry about that. My calculator was playing me up a bit. 22.1. Okay. Meters. And I've rounded that to 3 significant figures. My battery's running low, so I'm going to have to be pretty quick now. So I did have trouble putting this in my calculator, and it's because I didn't end the bracket. Now, sometimes you don't need to, but my calculator keeps proving me wrong. So when I did close the bracket, it worked. So maybe just always close the bracket. I don't know. Okay. So let's do another one. Another example. Let's do A, B, C. Let's do that as 33. Let's do that as 12 meters. And let's do that as 8 meters. And we're going to find that. So, don't forget your formula. Okay. A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2BC. I'm going to run out of room again. Cos big A. Label your diagram. So that's little a. That's big A. And that can be C, B. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Okay. Let's put them into our thing. On page color. So that's X. B is 12. C is 8. B is 12. C is 8. And cos A is 33. So we've got x squared equals 12 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 12 times 8 cos. I'm going off the page. Let me rewrite that so it's all in one page, all on one line. We'll have to go a bit. X squared equals 12 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 12 times 8 cos 33. Now, because it's a square, I need to get rid of that, so I'm going to square root it all, which equals let me put it in my calculator. Let's see if it messes up again. So that 12 squared plus 8 squared minus 2 times 12 times 8 cos 33. I'm going to end my bracket equals, and it didn't mess up, which equals x equals 6.85 meters. Okay, so that's when we're finding a length. When we want to find a angle, the formula is slightly different. Okay, so let's have a look. So we're going to know all three sides. Remember what I said at the beginning, all three sides. So let's make this 15, 16 and 22, and we want to find x. Again, it's inside, so at some point I will press shift. I will. But the formula is slightly different. So it's cos A equals b squared plus c squared minus a squared divided by 2bc. So again, label your diagram. So that's big A and that's little a. And this can be C and B. It doesn't matter. Your two that are left can be C or B. So cos that's X, because we don't know it. B is 16, C is 15, A is 22, B is 16, and C is 15. So I'm going to put all this into my calculator. So 16 squared plus 15 squared minus 22 squared divided by 216 times 15. Right, let's put that in my calculator. I'm going to need a fraction button, a top and a bottom. So 16 squared plus 15 squared minus 22 squared, go down, 2 times 16 times 15 equals, oh, I'm just going to press answer. That's like negative 6.25 times 10 to the power of negative 3. Oh, standard form there. But I'm just going to press answer. And I'm going to go to the front using my cursor. And because it's cos, I'm going to press shift, inside angle, cos, and I've got my answer already, equals 90.34. So it ends up being, oh, cos, I think my cos, come on, oh, it's not letting me know. I think my battery's running low. It's going to be cos 90.34. Phone you back in 5. Okay, love ya. So I think my battery's going to die on me, but the answer is, let's see if I can get it up, 90. Point. I think my battery is going to die. I'm just going to run and get my charger very, very quickly. Oh, right, hopefully I won't have a problem now. So, pen, erase that. Let's get rid of that. Yes, it's because my battery's going so low. Right, so I put all this, let's start again. I put all that into my calculator. Okay, and that gave me something like minus 0.6, something like that. Okay, but I pressed answer. All I did was press answer. So on my calculator, I saw that. So I used the cursor and I pressed. So my cursor is now here and I pressed Shift Cos. So I ended up with cos -1 bracket, close the bracket, and I pressed equals. So have a practice of that, okay? And it did equal 90.34 to 2 dp degrees. We're looking for the angle. Okay, so should we do another example? Yeah, why not? Let's get rid of that. Because again, I've got 3 examples of each for you to have a go at, and then you can bring the answers into class. Okay. So let's draw my triangle. We've got A, B, and C. We're looking for that one, so I know I'm going to have to press Shift at some point. We've got 8 meters, 10 meters, and 12 meters. Why don't you try writing that out and having a go before I do? Okay, you could pause the video or, you know, never go yourself. Right, let's have a look then. So I'm definitely looking for an angle. Can I remember the formula? Cos A equals B squared plus C squared minus A squared 2BC. So let me label my diagram first. There's what I'm looking for. That's the big A, little a, and the rest ones will be B and C. Put it into, so that's X. Little b is 10, C is 12, A is 8, B is 10, C is 12. So I'm going to put all of that into my calculator. 10 squared plus 12 squared minus 8 squared divided by 2 times 10 times 12. Right. So I actually, when I do that, put all that into my calculator, I get 0.75. But I'm actually going to press equals. So it gives me the answer. Go forward, press shift, cos, which will give me cos minus 1, close the bracket, equals, and it ends up being 41.41 degrees. Okay, so have a go and let me show you your examples. So the first three, A, B, and C, they're finding a length. And the second, A, B, and C, are finding an angle, all courtesy of Corbett Maths. So again, have a go, bring these into class, and we'll see how you get on. Okay, always, let me just put my camera on. Always a pleasure. Hopefully that helps. If you want any more advice or guidance, then just let me know and I'll be there for you. All right then, take care. Bye.